Nationalism in India. While our previous lecture focused on the revolutions across the Europe, we now shift on to their profound impact on the growth of nationalism in the British colony of India. It wasn't any single event that triggered a wave of nationalism. Such a nationwide change requires tireless efforts, strong determination, and most importantly, patience and willpower to withstand immense hardships that the British brought upon the Indians. Thus, it was a chain of events that evolved into a nationwide revolution. As we unfold these events, we will understand how they ultimately led to the independence of India. But first, let's look at the principal ideas that inspired these movements. The idea of a nation state had been largely missing from the mindset of the people. Today, as Indians, we feel proud and united to address ourselves as the citizens of a nation. But India at that time was divided among numerous provinces and princely states. It's not hard to understand why the people lacked such a notion, simply because they had never seen themselves as people of one country. But inspired by the Western movements and their principles, such as desire for sovereignty, which also means total authority, attachment to territory, and last but not the least, unity among people. Such notions eventually started gaining ground and began to root deeply into the mindset of the Indians. The next up is an urge to get rid of the colonial rule. The Britishers showed no mercy to Indians. They left no chance to contempt them and made them feel all the time that the Indians had only one purpose, that is, to serve the Britishers. Indians were tired of the British tyranny and desperately wanted to get rid of it. Now, they were also becoming aware of the anti colonial movements in the West, due to which mass processions on the streets became a common feature during this movement. Such shared notion also formed a sense of collective belongingness, which was further strengthened by the socio-cultural influences in the form of poems and songs such as Vande Mataram, a hymn written by Bankim Chandra Chatterjee in 1875, which is also the national song of India, and patriotic poems written by Dr. Rabindranath Tagore. The national anthem of India was also written during this period. Artistic illustrations such as the portrait of Bharat Mata, which represents spirituality and divinity, further strengthened the shared bond. Any revolution requires a strong leadership. In this movement, Mahatma Gandhi emerged as a national leader as he strived to unite the Indians towards one common goal. We will study more about him and his ideology later in the upcoming videos. Let's quickly summarize the key ideas that sparked the flame of nationalism in India. The notion of a nation state, the rise of anti colonialism, collective belongingness, and the emergence of strong leadership. I hope this video helped you learn the essence of ideas that inspired the growth of nationalism in India, and in the upcoming one, we will unfold the events that evolved into a national movement. Meanwhile, you can check out the plethora of information about not only this chapter but also the previous one that EduRev provides on its website and mobile app platform, where the students can find detailed notes and numerous questions, enabling them to strengthen their concepts and achieve great marks, thus providing a happy learning experience.